Okay, we're gonna start. This is my fourth start, so fingers crossed for this one. What I'm gonna do is show you an approach to this final project. So what I would do if I had to do something like this. So thus far, I have gone to Max, I made a project, and I put a patch in it, the one we're looking at right now. Arrows here, I asked him to come help me with something in just a minute. And then I went and I put the requirements, this is just a screenshot, into this patch so that I can keep referencing them while I am patching. And the next thing that I'm going to do is just read through all of these technical requirements and make a punch list so that I've got a clear idea of what I have to do going into the project. So it says use jit.rota and jit.lcd at least once. So what I could do is just put them in. And then I'm also, while I do this, thinking to myself, I've got projects that use these objects effectively that already work. So like assignment 6 that we just did. I'm going to grab that, and I'm just going to copy that into my patch. I know there's bubbles on top of me. They couldn't see it. But we're going to make some bubbles in a second, and you're going to help me decide what to do. Okay, so this is my assignment 6. I've got that copied into my patch. Oops, I need these still. Then I know iteration, feeding a matrix back into the jit.lcd. That uses the LCD with the kind of loopy thing. Dot up, multiply this thing eventually. And then implement a video, a jit.grab. Okay, I've got a jit.grab already. That works for me. I might want a video later, not sure. And then export images, export still images to PNG. Hint, use a jit.matrix object, matrix. And an export image message. Okay, whoops. Oh no, did you bite yourself? Uh-oh. What happened, bud? I don't speak Apple. Speak English, though. Could you use some words to describe what happened?
I said it was your fault.
Sorry, why is it my fault?
When you moved your arm, it made me bite my tongue.
Last thing, create an organized patch. I'm sorry, bud. Does that feel better? Okay, so check this out, buddy. We are going to turn this on. Oh, there's the bubbles again. Okay, so I know what I have to do. I've got my technical requirements. For this project, I'm taking prompt number 2, make a computational self-portrait. So a self-portrait is a picture or a video of us, or you, or just me. And it's got some fun extra things about it usually. So we could make it in a special way where we could have these different shapes on top of us, or we could have ourselves in different colors.
Where am I?
Oh, here, let's clear it.
Huh?
Uh-oh. You know what's funny, Arrow? You're actually in there. You see us behind the shapes? So this is one way that we can make a self-portrait. This is pretty good as is. But what else, what do you think we should do? See, this means I'm definitely doing this without planning because he's going to tell me what to do. What should I make ourselves? What should I make us look like?
I want you to make us look like a brown bear.
A brown bear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because then everyone would run away from your video.
Okay, so characteristics, scary and brown. What else?
And furry.
And furry. Okay, so I'm gonna have to interpret that artistically here. So first of all, I guess we should make a brown color. So let's start with that. So let's grab a swatch object and let's grab a panel object so we can see what color we have selected. And BG fill color. This is already in the right form, 0 to 1. Brown, nope, pink. This, like this brown?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's take this and we will just we're going to multiply it by 255 because our frame oval up here wants the 8-bit range. And well, we need to unpack these first. Floats. And oh, can you actually not touch my computer so we don't accidentally delete all this stuff? And let's see if we can make ourselves into these brown circles instead. Whoops. Okay. Just gonna delete. If you hold Option and drag, you can select patch cords. It took me years of doing Macs before I realized that. All right. And edit. Okay, bud. We're brownish now. Oh, you said fuzzy. Oh, what if there's an object, jitter object that does like I think it's sprinkle. I think it's sprinkle. Introduce spatial noise. Okay, yes.
Ow.
Let's do sprinkle.
Ow.
What'd you do this time?
I crashed into myself.
Oh no, that's not good. Okay.
See, there's 2 of me.
There's one there and there's one there.
And
Is that what you're saying?
I crashed into each other.
X range, and so jit.sprinkle is taking, it's not exactly a blur, but it's like a blur, that it's taking the pixels that are around each other, the adjacent pixels, in a specific range, and it's kind of mixing them up. So let's see what that looks like. Oh, that might not be enough. I'm going to switch this for a moment from adding to multiplying so that, I don't know, do you like this one or did you like the other one better?
I like this one.
Like this one?
Okay. We're all covered in mud like pigs, we're all covered in mud
covered in mud.
We're covered in mud like Peppa Pig. They like to jump in mud.
That's very true. Okay, my probability maybe. Oh, okay, there we go. So my sprinkle was not doing any adjustment because my probability of my jit.sprinkle happening was 0. So nothing's gonna happen. So let's clear this and let's up the probability. There we go, now we're fuzzy. What do you think? We're getting somewhere?
Yeah, we're a big brown bear.
Yeah, so what else should we do here? I like this better.
Let's make a red bear.
Red?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
You just want to click on that red and change the color? That's the great thing about the swatch object. Whoa. It's the great thing about the swatch object. You would just change the color right away that we're drawing with. This doesn't seem right to me. I think that it's drawing in black, bud. Why? This doesn't look right. It doesn't look like red. Does it look like red to you?
It's dark red.
Dark red?
Mm-hmm. See?
Maybe it is. Let's multiply and find out. No, it's black. Why is it black? So he switched the color, and instead of brown, we got to black. And I don't know why that is the case. Let's see.
I think black's on that side of the red.
Red, green, blue. Red, green, blue. Well, let's check and see what this number is.
I want a green bear.
It's definitely not changing color, bud.
I want a green bear. I mean a blue bear.
A green one or a blue one?
A blue one.
I would love for that to happen if we could actually make these things actually draw. So let's just check and see what color we have coming out of our frame oval. I'm guessing it's 3 zeros at the end. It is. So I wonder why that is the case. Looks like these colors are not getting, oh, now it's working. What? Oh, what is happening?
Oh no.
It's like for a second, it was the right color, but then it switched back to black. Is that what's happening? So something is overriding my colors. Maybe if I cleaned up my patch a little bit, I would be able to see what was happening. Let's see.
Oh, she's right there.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this for just a second.
No.
We got some more apples. So, oops, you hit my arm. So we're unpacking, then we're multiplying, and when we change this, oh, silly me, this has to be in floating point because we're only getting zeros or 255s. Is that right? We'll see. I should have known because every one of my problems is always just a floating point or an int mistake. Is this working? It's working, Arrow. Okay. All right, so now we've changed the color. We've made us fuzzy. Anything else we should do?
Turn it red.
Turn it red. So that's easy. We just click on the swatch object.
Oh.
What if we wanted it to be not just this one? Well,
that's red.
Oh, we haven't used iteration yet.
Hey, Mom, it's red.
It's very red. Let's make it fade.
I don't want it furry.
You don't want it to be so furry?
No.
You want me to take the sprinkle down? Okay. First of all, don't need this anymore. So he's tired of this. So I kind of still like it. Maybe let's leave it just a little bit. Just not quite as furry.
Okay.
Okay. We need to do some iteration on this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make this red eventually fade out so that it's not just drawing on top of us consistently. So I'm going to do jit.op, add op multiply, and we're going to multiply by, I can't remember. Let's do minus. Let's do plus, yes, because we want to go to white. Let's add 1. That's 1 pixel, 1 brightness, sorry, not 1 pixel. 1 value in 0 to 255, and we will do this. I'm going to save because anytime you make a loop like this, it is a great idea to save your patch in case you have accidentally made the wrong loop. And there we go. Okay. If you make the wrong loop, your computer tries to do the same thing over and over again and it crashes. Look at that. Hey, bud, look. I made the red fade. Now we can see the circles. So what is this doing? The output of the jit.lcd, every time it draws a circle, it sends it into this jit.op object, which very slowly brightens towards white. Just the drawing, by the way, not me. Right? We could take us out of it. And oops, let me actually. Oh, what was that? That was interesting. You could do it like this. Take us out, and you could see that we're just taking the circles away. We're brightening them very quickly, very slowly. If I wanted to brighten them a little bit more quickly, I could, hey, what was that? I could add more than just 1 to my 0 to 255 range every frame. So let's add 5 every frame, and now the circles disappear.
I want to change the color.
You want to change the color again?
Yeah.
All right, which color?
Let me take.
Okay.
Let me take it off the screen.
You can't take it off the swatch object. That selector doesn't go away. Actually, I think you can make it go away in the inspector, but we don't need to do that right now.
We need some purple.
Yeah, purple's cool. You know what I really liked actually was the multicolor thing that we had going on.
The multicolor
Look at that
thing.
That's beautiful, isn't it? So what if we had some way of automating that, right? Where instead of us having to click on it every time, we could just make it let's do this. And we've got Metro 50. This is fine. We'll just take one of our bangs over here that's doing color. All right, so now I'm changing my red value every so often. And I'm gonna put my blues pretty high, my greens pretty high. Whoops, there we go. That looks cool. Shall we add ourselves back in?
Orange.
All right. Hey, why is it flashing like this? Because I have two streams, two matrices. Oh, come on, computer, you can do this. One of my jit.lcd going into my sprinkle, and one of us.
Mom's computer.
You can do it. And this jit.sprinkle object is like, what? Which one should I do? I don't know which one to do. So we can't mix matrices like that. We have to use an xfade or an operation object to tell the computer what mathematical operations to do. Okay, this is cool. I still don't like this this multiply. You want to try minus? Whoa, we're all dark. I like plus. I like plus because it takes all of the white of the background of the circles and it just keeps it white, and then you can only see us in these circles. I think it's pretty cool. One more kind of cool, well, actually no, you're the artist here. Don't choke. You're the artist. Anything else we need to do for our self-portrait? Oh, I haven't put my load mess in here or my export. So let's do that. So I'm going to take this export thing. This is really simple. You just go like this. Whoops. Oops. Oh my goodness, I just disappeared myself. Sorry, guys. Here I am. X, paste here, and you just hook this up, and then you just click it, and it will save your image for you. Self-portrait. Save. Okay, should we make sure that that worked? We should probably make sure that that worked, huh?
Hey, Mom.
Yeah?
Do you have more apples than me? Can I have some of yours?
There, it worked. Yes, you can have some of my apples, sure. Okay. Anything else we need to do for the self-portrait? Oh, my load mess. So a good place for us to use this load mess is in this sprinkle operator here. So you want to be sure this loads exactly how you want it. And my memory is serving that this will not reload properly. I could be wrong. Let's test it. I'm going to use a load mess 2 to set the X range. I'll leave the Y range at 2, but see if when I restart it, if it goes back to 0. And we'll do a 0.2 for the probability. Okay, save, close. Screen sharing has stopped as the window is closed. Okay, open it back up. And you guys cannot see my screen anymore, so let's share it. And indeed, I was right. So if you do not use the load mess, which is short for load message, then what happens is, where are we? Whoa, we're all white. So something has happened, right? We don't have any color in our circles because this swatch loaded with zeros. We're back to frame ovals instead of the paint ovals that I had, because that's how that loaded as a default here. And the Y range that we had set is now 0. So this is why the load message is really important, because if you made this beautiful orange thing like Arrow and I just made, and you turn it in, or you give to someone else to say, hey, look at this cool thing I made, they're going to load it, they're going to turn it on,
big apple.
And they're going to say, look at this big apple. Just kidding. They're going to say, why did you make me a white screen? So in order to fix that, you have to choose all the values that you want. So maybe like for the color, we'll do 0.5. You can simulate the loading of the patch by double clicking on this message, load mess, and it will should put the values out for you. Here we go. Oh, there's a space there that there shouldn't be. Okay. No wonder it's not working. There we go. Okay, so now my color is drawing, right? And maybe I want also a load mess here. 1 is my selection on this tab. Yes. No, I want rectangles today. Let's do rectangles. Okay. And I do want the sprinkle here to load with my Y range a little bit more. So I'm actually going to set the X and Y range to something a little bit more than 2 so that it's a little bit more visible. And now if I save the patch and I reopen it, now it should load properly. So this is a really good thing for you to test. Share my screen before you turn it in. Just close it, restart it, press the button, see if it launches how you would like for it to launch. And it's looking pretty good to me. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Good luck, have fun. This is the end of my video. Yes, he's right.